The PokerDome Challenge is brought to you by MansionPoker.com. Welcome to the game. The game continues with all 6 players still there, but a couple players in a little bit of jeopardy now. Dennis Waterman has assumed the chip lead at 70,000. Ralph Bell with that big hand just a few hands ago at 66,000. And Waterman now has picked up 12,000 chips just in the last 2 hands to assume the chip lead. The guy who is in some serious trouble right now is Gary Wilson at 19,000.
And what a time to pick up pocket aces.
I'll say.
And Barry, I predict that Buccellato is going to double through the short stack again. Buccellato has made a pot size raise. Wilson clearly will get all his chips in here. And Buccellato will be compelled to call. And again, he's going to pump up the short guy. Assuming those aces hold up.
Yes. He's not had the best of it.
Oh.
Perez
Gotta call for another 5.
about it. Buccellato says, yeah, thank you very much. So here we go again. Another showdown for Buccellato. Queen 5 looking for a 9. Doesn't get it. A 4 on the turn.
And if you look at those heart rates, who do you think is leading in this hand?
Yeah, really. And Wilson will double up. And that now will put Buccellato in some serious straits. Wow, how things have turned for Buccellato. That's the old story of this game. Finishing second is the worst possible thing you can do.
Buccellato now down to 18,000. He is officially the short stack.
So Bell has come back from the dead. Now Wilson is back from the dead at 44,000.
Oh. Pass. A pass.
And the bank of Buccellato cannot afford to keep making these short-term loans.
No, exactly.
At the pot.
Bad timing for Perez because Buccellato now really should get the rest of his chips involved.
He does.
It's, man, every time the short stack is on life support, somebody comes in there and does him a favor. Now, this hand, Perez is not as deep of an underdog as Buccellato was in his last confrontation, but he is in fact a 2-to-1 favorite to survive. But Perez has live cards here.
Yep.
One of the 4s was thrown in by Gromankova.
5, 3, and a jack. So
good flop for Buccellato.
Sure was. No help for Perez.
5 outs right now for Perez.
That was not one of them.
2 4s and 3 9s.
And it's a deuce. So Buccellato has doubled up. And Perez put himself in a situation he had little choice. So he now becomes the short stack, not as desperately as Buccellato nor Wilson were, but at 33,000 chips and the blinds at 2,000 and 4,000, can't wait around too long.
And I got to tell you, it was a bad result for Perez and it was a bad situation, but I really liked his play there with the 9-4. He just happened to run into a big hand. If he doesn't run into a hand there, he's going to steal 6,000 chips.
Gromankova going to raise the pot here with an ace-queen. Now Perez sitting with a king-10, and he'll throw that away.
Fold.
Dog gets out of the way. Gromankova will take this one down. She's already on the plus side. Now at 57,000 chips. Moves her into 3rd place on the chip count. Here's your chip leader. Well, this could be an interesting hand.
Waterman needs to raise here.
Gromankova will not have any part of it.
That king-jack suited, you're happy to play it for a smooth call in late position, but early on, raising is a good idea. Try to thin the field. And Waterman will find out right here if he has the best hand. Nope, Buccellato can't pull the trigger with the ace-10.
Bell folds. Wilson will follow suit. Waterman will take this one. Take it by default. He would have, needless to say, liked a little bit more out of that.
6,000 chips, though.
Yeah.
Very useful.